Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. A potential change in liquor laws could see teenagers bringing a cocktail to your table. Hospitality Saskatchewan is lobbying the province to allow anyone 14 and older in the service industry to deliver alcoholic beverages to tables. The Tourism Association says the sector is facing an acute labor shortage, with many establishments looking for any efficiencies they can find right now. CEO Jim Bentz says more work is needed to raise awareness and recruit and retain workers. He says many smaller centres in the province may have one person 19 or older behind the bar, and it's time to look at helping these short-staffed businesses.
They can really use a hand right down to whether it's clearing tables, clearing bottles, or even expediting drinks to a table. It really would give them a big leg up in just being able to service the customers that they have.
The province says it will consult with and balance the concerns of stakeholders before any decision will be made. A Saskatoon man has been charged by the Internet Child Exploitation Unit following an investigation that started in January. The ICE unit searched a home in Saskatoon on January 13th, seizing electronic devices. After investigation, 47-year-old Devin Richard Huff of Saskatoon was charged and arrested Tuesday with 2 counts of possessing child sexual abuse and exploitation material. He appeared in provincial court yesterday and was released on conditions. He will return to court on May 19th. Parts of Saskatchewan are bracing for another blast of snow, with some areas expecting up to 50 centimeters. These photos were taken in La Ronge around 2 a.m. today. Environment Canada says the community had already seen about 22 centimeters by this morning, with more snow on the way and totals potentially reaching 50. Meanwhile, Prince Albert and Saskatoon could see between 15 and 20 centimeters by tomorrow evening. One meteorologist says the system is being driven by a Montana low following an unusual track moving north along the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border instead of moving east.
So it's sucking in the colder air from the north. However, it's bringing very mild and very humid air from the south. So when you combine the cold air with this warm, humid air, it's a good combination for snow.
Lang adds the storm could create hazardous driving conditions and urges anyone traveling to check the highway hotline before heading out. Meanwhile, residents here in Prince Albert are seeing the impact of this late season storm. This was the scene this morning as snow began blanketing the city. Prince Albert is expected to see several centimeters of snow today and then more throughout tomorrow. Drivers are being advised to prepare for conditions to evolve throughout the day, and weather is impacting Prince Albert National Park. The park says due to unsafe conditions, access to the Kingsmere Road north of the Hanging Heart Lakes will be closed until further notice. Well, Jeff, today it's interesting trying to figure out where's the cutoff, because Saskatoon not getting snowed on just yet, but Prince Albert for sure.
For sure. It started about 7 in the morning this morning in Prince Albert and continued to snow. Is continuing to snow, and it was especially heavy around the noon hour. But yes, a much different snow event going on in Prince Albert than it is in Saskatoon. And but wherever you go, it's cold. Yeah, we've got ourselves this nasty storm, and as Terry Lang was saying, you know, this low pressure area is really taking an interesting track this way. And so on the backhand side of this, we've talked about the counterclockwise rotation around low. Well, this is a big low, and it just so happens that you know, Saskatoon and other points south really aren't getting impacted quite yet, but there's still snow in the forecast. We'll talk more about that and what's going on from Prince Albert and area later on.
A spring filled with snow, rain, and even high temperatures has been causing flooding issues across the province, impacting communities and roads. Recently, the town of Foam Lake came together to fill and haul sandbags to keep the rising water at bay. A number of roads have been hit, including one in the RM of Fish Creek, which collapsed.
Ministry crews continue to closely monitor traditionally problematic areas, as well as changing conditions across the province. We are fully prepared with equipment and personnel in place to respond to emerging concerns as needed. And motorists should be advised that highway conditions can change very quickly.
The RM of Meadow Lake announced a state of emergency this week, but say things are trending in the right direction. The annual Saskatchewan Ombudsman report is out, and a large focus was the response to last year's wildfires across the province. The Ombudsman office opened nearly 400 files in 2025 to do with wildfire response. One of the main concerns laid out in the report was the response time of financial and other supports offered to wildfire evacuees by the Saskatchewan Public Safety Agency.
Steps have been taken as far as timeliness of payments. They're working on making sure that that process is faster, and also there's a part that they've adapted what they've been doing to ensure there's a better response to the community, to have individuals right in the community affected by an evacuation.
Uyghur adds the SPSA is working on a process that will assist with direct deposit of funds to wildfire evacuees. Saskatchewan's Minister of Education says the province is shifting from a rapid expansion of the childcare system to a period of stabilization. The provincial and federal governments signed a new $10 a day childcare deal. The minister says federal funding hasn't kept up with growth. Sustainability measures coming in July 1st include redirecting funding for tuition-free early childhood education training into core operating costs for childcare facilities. Also defining standard hours of childcare service as 10 hours per day, allowing operators flexibility to charge for additional care if they choose. The NDP says the new changes don't address many of the ongoing concerns from daycare operators.
To build a system, you have to think ahead, you have to plan ahead, and you really have to engage the people you're working with to find the best results. They're on the front lines. They know exactly what they need.
There hasn't been a significant increase in the amount of funding from the federal government to make the program sustainable. So as a result, we're working to make sure that we protect the number of spaces we've created already and protect the sector that we have built.
The current 5-year, $10 a day deal is effective through March 2031. It includes more than $1.5 billion in provincial and federal investment during that time. Premier Scott Moe is the first Saskatchewan Party candidate to be nominated for the 2028 election. The Sask Party says in Shellbrook the party will nominate its first 61 candidates ahead of the 2028 campaign. The Premier must be acclaimed as the candidate in his home riding of Rosthern-Shellbrook, but that is a formality. In a statement, Moe says steady leadership at a very turbulent time is important and that he looks forward to earning another mandate from voters. When we come back, it's the Prince Albert Grand Council's annual Senators' Cup. Jasmine Pelche finds out more about the Premier Hockey Tournament.
I'm at the Lake Country Co-op Leisure Centre with Robin from the Prince Albert Grand Council to talk about the Senators' Cup that's coming up this weekend. So how many years has the Senators' Cup been running?
This is our 10th year.
How many teams are part of the Senators' Cup tournament this year?
This year we have 15 teams.
And where are they all coming in from?
So the teams that are coming to our tournament this year there's 7 Prince Albert Grand Council teams entered, and then the 8 are from our neighbors, our surrounding neighbors. Like on the west side, we have Canoe Lake coming in. In the south, we have Pasqua, Round Lake Bears, and then our neighbors in Manitoba, we have Norway House Bruins. So we have one team joining us from Manitoba and the rest are from Saskatchewan.
What do the opening ceremonies look like this year?
This year we're going to have it on Friday. So this year's Friday, April 24th at 6:30 on Rink 1. There will be kind of like a pause in between games just to open up the tournament. And we are going to have our Northern Prairie dancers. Our powwow singers and dancers are going to be from Wapayton this year. They are going to be called the Tatanka Kua. So they're going to be coming out. And then at the end of our opening ceremonies, we're going to do a puck drop, and the Namipa Sipai Canadians and the Laurent 89ers are going to do the face-off. Okay. We have an addition this year for our Thursday night. So it's a panel night with Roddy Ross, Keyshawn Gervais, Dwayne King, Dwight King, and then our head ref is going to be there. He's going to elaborate on some of the rules that we have. There's going to be some slight changes just to make the weekend a little bit better. And so for the panel, we're going to go live for that event, 5:30 to 7. We're going to have the panel. We're going to have set questions for everyone sitting on the stage. And then we'll have entertainment from about 7 to 7:30, 8 o'clock we'll wrap up. And so this panel night, we wanted to make it inclusive, so we added the live edition from Dene Yeti podcast and Big Drum Media, which is Barry Milowitz and Willis Janvier.
Is there a cash prize involved with the cup, or how does that work?
So Sens Cup, what the teams are going to be coming to really get is the title because it's the title that they compete for. And then there's going to be some cash prizes. So first is $30,000, second is $15,000, third is $8,000, and fourth is $5,000. Along with we kind of try and make it better each year. So we're going to have like player of the game, and then we're going to have, I think we're just going to have really awesome individual awards too. So all of that would just kind of make it better than the last.
What would you say to encourage people to check out the Cup this year?
The thing I would encourage everybody to come and do is just come and visit, come and gather again for another hockey weekend. And these tournaments are more than just weekends about hockey. They're more coming together. Across Saskatchewan, organizers are working together, supporting one another events and building something bigger than any single tournament. In the end, we're all part of the same hockey family. We look forward to seeing teams, fans, communities travel the hockey tournament trail and support each stop along the way. And I guess we're up. And then coming together this weekend, I just encourage everyone just to come and, come visit us. If you see any of our podcasters walking around, you can approach them and, try and get in your interview, not just on hockey, but what you think of, Prince Albert hosting these events, and give us your thoughts on your experience at these tournaments, and especially the facilities, and about the organizing team that you have this weekend.
Sounds exciting. Well, thank you for meeting me out here.
Thank you.
Jeff has your weather forecast coming up after the break, and a study exploring the obstacles faced by pregnant physicians. So, Jeff, there's this initial kind of blast, or I guess all-day blast of snow that we've gotten, but there is going to be a rebound as well to this.
Exactly. The tricky part about this is, John, as we make our way through this nasty low-pressure area that we've been talking about for the last couple of days, it may ebb and flow depending on what kind of movements it's got going on. But, yes, we've been dealing with snow all day long, and we might get a bit of a break, but then we do expect sort of a reoccurrence, a reemergence of this storm. And that's how things are shaping up right now. So take a look at what our radar and satellite shows us, and you can see this, this low, it's huge. It's got like a really significant impact, and some of the precipitation moving up along the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border, but it's certainly drawing in a lot of action from the Rocky Mountain area. So it is a big storm with wide wingspan, although it's not impacting as many communities with heavy snow as we had anticipated. Now here is the future cast. There's that low, but it doesn't go this way like it usually does. It keeps sort of, I'm going to hang around here for a little while longer, and that's fairly rare. And so you can certainly see all that snow on the backhand side of that for Saskatchewan. So even though you think, hey, it's going to move out of here, it's not. Okay, let's take a look. Tonight, -9 for Spirit Wood and area, -7 for the Battlefords, -7 with snow in Candle Lake, the same for Birch Hills, Rostern, and Melfort. Nipwood, -5 degrees. All these locations dealing with some form of snow as we make our way into the overnight and into tomorrow. There you go. Widespread snow, and some locations could be seeing 5 to 10, maybe 5 to 15 centimeters of snow. If you get even further north, at the extreme northeastern parts of the province, Environment Canada is calling for a potential, and all is said and done, 70 centimeters of snow. That's 2 feet of snow, folks. Minus 6 degrees in Spiritwood tomorrow afternoon. Minus 5 for the Battlefords. Minus 4 for Candle Lake, Birch Hills, and Rostern and Melfort. And minus 2 with that snow in Nipawin. On to our 7-day forecast, starting off with the overnight look here for Prince Albert. Minus 6 degrees, about 5 centimeters of snow. And, of course, snowy and windy conditions. So we've got ourselves some visibility issues, one suspects. You may check the highway hotline. We did have some travel not recommended alerts earlier today. Minus 4 degrees for the daytime high on Friday. 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. Again, another windy day in store. And here's the 7-day outlook for Prince Albert and region. Minus 1 degree on Saturday, 1 on the plus side on Sunday. And that starts off a slow crawl up to close to seasonal values. Yeah, you can see 1, 3, 4, 8, 9. So it's a slow thing. And you know what? The slow melt might be a very good thing. So we'll say that's the silver lining in all of this.
There you go. Yeah, if you're in one of those regions that got 2 feet or getting 2 feet of snow, just take those 2 feet and put one in front of the other.
Well,
you like that?
Yes, less Johnny Hallmark.
There you go. All right, Jeff. While the Prince Albert Raiders are gearing up for the Eastern Conference Finals against the Medicine Hat Tigers, and the Prince Albert community is getting invested. The first 2 games of the series are at home for the Raiders Friday and Saturday at the Art Hauser Center. And tickets to both games were quick to sell out. As momentum builds for the Raiders, the 50-50 pot has been growing too, with business manager Mike Sisson saying the lucky winner walked away with $100,000 from the last 50-50.
Around 3/4 of the sales are online, and they're from anywhere in Saskatchewan. We've covered hundreds of towns and communities that have bought all the way from the U.S. border all the way up to the top of Saskatchewan.
Both teams swept their second-round playoff series, so players will be well rested. Game 1 starts at 7 tomorrow night. The Saskatchewan Rush are also getting ready to host the Toronto Rock for the second straight week at SaskTel Centre, but this time the stakes are higher. The Rush needed overtime to win their final game of the regular season and to secure a home playoff game. The home team won each of the games between the Rush and Rock this season, Toronto taking it 13-9 in late March, and Saskatchewan squeezing out that 10-9 win last week. Game time is 8 p.m. from SaskTel Centre on Saturday. You can watch that game on TSN.
Do you have a community event you would like to promote? Or maybe you'd like to draw attention to your organization. Let your local CTV station help you spread the word. Contact us at 306-922-6020 or email panews@ctv.ca. You can appear on CTV Prince Albert's News at 5 and get your message to our viewers.
A new study is taking a closer look at the obstacles pregnant physicians face, highlighting an increased workload and shorter parental leaves. As Pauline Chan tells us, the findings could help in other fields as well.
I was on 3 medications for nausea, showing up to work, operating.
Hennicumber River obstetrician Dr. Lynn Sterling worked during both of her pregnancies.
I was working until the day before. My first delivery, I was literally in the operating room the day before. And then the second time around, I stopped work about 10 days before the birth.
And a new study shows many pregnant physicians, including Sterling, increase their workload in the first 2 trimesters, easing back only in the 3rd trimester.
The study looked at the work activity of almost 4,000 doctors who experienced almost 6,000 pregnancies.
Overall, physicians took short parental leaves, with surgeons returning the earliest, around 19 weeks after delivery. The longest parental leaves didn't really exceed 8 months. Most people in Canada who take parental leave take a minimum of 9 to 12 months. So this is shorter than most Canadians.
Medicine has a bit of a culture of pushing through. right?
Sterling says the most challenging part of working while pregnant was the 24-hour on-call shifts a few times a month.
It is physically demanding. You're on your feet. You don't know when your break is. You don't know when you get to rest. It's also very technically demanding with your hands, your body, your ability to safely get a baby out in an emergency is just critical.
Dr. Andrea Simpson, who has worked through 3 parental leaves, says it's a systemic problem in which there's little wiggle room.
Quite frankly, there aren't enough physicians to fill the gaps when a physician goes on leave. So I think it points to opportunities from a population planning standpoint. When we're thinking about doctor supply, about half of physicians practicing in Canada are women. And we have to anticipate that at some point they will be taking parental leaves, and how are we going to ensure adequate supply to sustain patient care?
Gradual returns to work and better lactation facilities are just some of the things that could help. And while her study looked at a particular group of working women, she believes some of the findings can apply to other fields in which women are a growing part of the workforce. Pauline Chan, CTV News.
Brought to you by Saskatchewan Union of Nurses. Thank you to Saskatchewan's 11,000 registered nurses.
Well, Jeff, we're not getting a head start on spring, but some people might be getting a head start on next winter, if you can believe it. And this is kind of what's interesting about living in Canada, is there's 8 different climates and 8 different temperatures and completely different looks. So workers at a ski hill in Nova Scotia are hoping to save some snow for next winter.
I think it's no secret this was quite a good winter, you know. Everybody keeps telling me this was one for the books.
That is about 19,000 cubic meters worth of snow, and it's been piled up. They're hoping to cover it all with a tarp soon and hoping it will make it through whatever Nova Scotia's summer throws at them so they can start their season sooner next winter. They're getting some help from a company based in Czechia called Snow Support, and they're going to provide the tarp and consultations. The tarp is insulated to keep the warm out and the cold in. And actually, this is reminding me, Jeff, was it Brittany Hudak told us that they would just throw sawdust over top of some snow?
Well, I think that's what we heard a lot of, and wood chips during, I think it was the Vancouver games.
That's right. Okay, yeah. There you go. So that's a pretty good way to get a head start. But imagine seeing green grass this time of year. Must be nice.
Yeah, it must be.